Some of you are probably here because you walk a similar path. The path of the modern heathen. And maybe like me, you've wondered, how do you live your beliefs without it being a costume? How do you honor the old gods without seeming weird? First lesson, and this one took me a while, don't over-identify. You don't need to announce that you are just to be. You're not selling anything. You don't need to announce, hey, I'm a heathen. Your beliefs are a part of you and not a costume. You're not selling anything. You're not trying to prove a point, I guess you would say. Especially if you're walking this path for you. Small things, like walking instead of driving or riding a bike. Picking up some litter. Volunteering. There's a number of things that you can do. People will notice your consistency way before your words. And that's how you show your faith. I got this tree limb attached to me. That's how you show your faith. And that's how you honor the gods. Is building your character. And there's a lot of people that'll tell you gotta have a beard. You gotta have tattoos. Nah. I do have those things. But it's not because of that. It's just more of my aesthetic and things that I like. But like I said, it's how you move through the world that will speak louder than any words or costumes will ever will. And the next part is for when people start asking questions. Let's clear up some misconceptions, shall we? Because they'll start asking questions, they always do. They usually mean well. They're just curious. Some may even say a little nosy, but what do? You're always going to have those people around, right? When someone asks you about your beliefs, you don't need to preach. Just educate. Just to explain it simple, for us, the gods aren't some king in a far-off throne. They live amongst us. They're storms. They're trees, are the warmth of your home. And even the cleverness of ravens. Or in my area, crows. This is how we see the divine. Life is pulsating through the trees, through this water, in the city streets, the life that pulses everywhere. And even the stubborn concrete. That's urban animism. It's rebirth in real time. When people ask you about reincarnation and the afterlife, just tell them it's not pearly gates or damnation. What led to me taking this path? And without all the arguments and the comments, I know I'll get some. So, what led me down this path? I'm not sure that I wasn't always on this path and just didn't know it. I've been asked, by co-workers, and my boss even asked me about it. And I'm pretty open about it now. I know at first it was kind of like, and even even online, you post something that you thought was correct, and instead of being helpful and trying to educate people that have been around the scene a little bit longer, they ridicule a lot. And that's something that I try not to do. So, keeping that in mind on your path is, as you learn stuff, you should share it, but not in a way that it makes somebody feels less than. So, adding into your practice in this video and what your practice is, it's your practice, and you're gonna make your decisions on what's right and wrong. And so I was raised in Christian households. I don't want to say I was raised Christian. I do have a grandmother that she was on the outskirts of that. And we had ministers come to our house and say that everybody was going to hell, and that was kind of scary as a child, and that's the baggage that I still hold, is that that judgment. And I don't care what any Christian out here, they can tell you whatever they want to tell you. They can say it in the comments. They judge, and they're going to judge. I think as humans we all judge a little bit, but just remembering your own path. Don't hate, don't discriminate. There's no point in it. I believe that everybody should practice what they want to practice, but at the same time we shouldn't change the writings and the teachings, whatever we have. We don't have much to fit certain narratives. So like I said, that's what led me down this path, and then it's led me down another path where now I'm trying to document it. I'm trying to document as much as I can, making those uncomfortable phone calls to people, everything that I can do to try to bring light to this path.